Hi, my name is accuse Goldman, and I'm an attorney with Goldman and Associates, and today I'd like to talk about what happens in custody battles when there's allegations of sexual abuse. Well, you have to realize, of course, that the focus of custody is what's in the best interest of the child. So when the court has to determine as between mom and dad who should get the primary custody, the court takes a lot of things into account. Clearly, if there's a situation where one parent is subjecting the child to any form of abuse, that's got to be brought to the court's attention so that the court can make sure to fashion a custody order that protects that child. A lot of times, knowing that sexual abuse is like a buzzword that it's going to get the court's attention, a lot of times in custody cases, you see this alleged without any merit, without any basis in fact, and that becomes very problematic. Sometimes the father or the mother might allege that the other is guilty of an abuse just to jockey for position in the custody case. A shameful thing to do. Ultimately, that's gamesmanship that'll never work because it's hard enough to prove something happened when it did. It's impossible to prove that something happened when it didn't. So in a situation like that, it'll never work out. But ultimately, you have to realize that if somebody does make that allegation in a custody case, the court has to proceed very cautiously. So there probably will be an investigation into the underlying facts to determine if there's an issue. Do we have to protect the child from this? And if you are the victim of such an accusation, you need to be aware that while the court's investigating it, there may be a curtailment of your exposure to the child. The court may want to err on the side of caution and limit parenting time until this is resolved. Having said that, and unfair though that may seem, I want to tell you that if it turns out that the court is satisfied that the allegations of abuse were unfounded, were frivolous, and without merit, the court has a very broad discretion of things it can do to the other side, including giving you full custody and giving them no parenting time. The court can do that if the court feels that the person's enmity for the custodial parent is so great that they would make the child out to be a victim of sexual abuse just to gain position. If the court feels that that's what's going on, there'll be some severe sanctions. If you have any questions about this, of course, reach out and we'll be glad to help you out. If you have found this helpful, please like and share.